and people are usually too busy to pay attention to others. I agree with that statement right there. I always feel like when people are going through a phase of like mental health or something that's going on, they don't really talk about until someone talks to them about it. And I think that's what my issue is with a lot of other things. Like, I will admit, you know, going through my own kind of phase of stress, anxiety, and a little bit of depression because, like, you know, I'm going through my whole stomach healing phase, and I'm in this phase where it's like very frustrating because I have some good days and I have some days that I question myself, but I'm also going through my own mental health kind of struggle because, you know, I've told my therapist many times before that I am not a confident person. You know, I'm not really good with things like talking to women and, you know, being able to open up to others because, you know, I don't think people understand the whole thing. People don't take the time to, you know, come talk to me and ask if everything's alright. I had to go through my phase where I have to survive on my own because there's no one really right now who really sometimes don't give a shit. It hurts some days because, you know what? I'm going through my own stuff and no one takes a moment to look and say, hey, you alright? Or message me. You know, I always said the whole phrase of, you know, I message someone, you know, if you ever need anything, please send me a message. You know, I don't really have that phase where, like, I post something or I send something out there and people don't say that. Like, check in to say everything's alright. It hurts. It does fucking hurt sometimes. And it, honestly, it makes me angry more than actually sad because I don't really cry that much anymore. I think the last time I cried was when my Chihuahua passed away. And, you know, 13 for her age, 13 years old, it hurt. But mental health is just such a fucking rush thing because I've said this, I posted it on TikTok. It was like, you never know when the one thing could be their last, and it just sucks. It really does because no one takes the time to say, you know, it's just, it's very misunderstood, and I sometimes wish that people understood who I was and what I am. It's just something that eventually I'll have to figure out on my own.